Hi YouTube, this is Kristen Moonrise. Welcome back to my channel. I am a certified spiritual, mindset, and confidence life coach, and today we're going to talk about the upcoming super full moon in Aquarius happening on August 1st, Tuesday, August 1st. So I like to use these energies in how can we get up and act and make lasting changes in our lives. So just right off the bat, I think that Aquarius is probably every astrologer and every astrology fan's favorite sign, as Aquarius does rule over astrology. Just like how Pisces ruled over Christianity for the past 2,000 years, we're exiting the age of Pisces, two fishermen, Christianity, and we're entering into the age of Aquarius, and that's the age that we're entering into. So this full moon is representative of this new age that we are moving into. It Aquarius rules over astrology. So if you are wondering what's up with the uptick of astrology kind of making a comeback, that's because of the age that we are entering into. So, Aquarius traits. Aquarius is a masculine, fixed, and air sign. And its energies are that Aquarius is assertive, independent, progressive, analytical, unorthodox, inventive, humanitarian, and firm in its opinions. Shadow side is that it's fixed in its opinion, unpredictable, contrary, aloof, tactless. So really interesting that it's good and bad energy, or good and bad, yet energy of it being firm and fixed in opinion. So it just depends on the situation, but it's going to be firm no matter what. So the parts of the body that Aquarius rules is the circulatory system, the shins, and the ankles. And the key word is I know. So now that you know better, now you do better, which I'll briefly mention again at the end of this video. And Aquarius is the idealistic, electric, humanitarian, artist, and scientist of all of the signs. And so I've got the super full moon in Aquarius chart pulled up here, August 1st, Tuesday, Central Standard Time, 1:31 p.m., Houston, Texas, which is where I'm from. We see the sun is in 9 degrees, 15 minutes of Leo, and just across, we see the moon in 9 degrees, 15 minutes of Aquarius. So one thing I wanted to point out, how cool it is to see so many planets in retrograde. And one of those planets is Venus, and next to Venus, we've got the black moon Lilith. So definitely look at our relationships now. Both of them are in the 10th house in Leo. Definitely look at our relationships, how we're treating other people. We definitely should absolutely shine and embrace our power, but be careful to not take others, to take from others or override others on our way to the top. And so acknowledge that others are just as capable. So definitely make sure that we are not being harmful in our relationships. And for visual astrology, I like to use this app called Stellarium. So I decided just to leave the landscape on here, and the atmosphere or the time of day on here, so you can see that it's daytime when the full moon is at its brightest. But see here, we've got the sun right at the middle of the day, 1:31 p.m. Is in the constellation of Cancer, but we know we've moved out of Cancer and we're now in Leo season. So I wanted to just visualize where the sun would be. And also we see here, at that same time of day, if we were to then look down throughout the earth across from the moon, from the sun, we've got the moon here on the opposite side of us. So we're in the middle, the sun, us, and then the moon. We see the moon is at its fullest in the constellation of Capricorn, but it is in Aquarius. So now we have the oracle cards. And so it is a full moon, which is saying to surrender to the divine. With it being a supermoon, emotions are running high. And with it being a full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. So it is absolutely time to show the world who you really are. So I'm just going to rattle off a few lines that I wrote as I was thinking of this video, with all this Aquarius energy that we're talking about with I know and being electric and humanitarian and progressive. So I'm just going to rattle these off. Stop hiding. Get more informed. Stop putting up with BS from your job, your lover, family, friends, yourself. Stop and look at where your life is headed. Get creative with the future that you want for yourself. Write these things down and ask yourself what is holding you back. Learn yourself spiritually. Create your own spirituality. Stop losing and put yourself first. Create new ways of success by serving others. I believe in this new age that we're in, we're not going to create success anymore by, you know, making others smaller. We're going to be more successful by lifting others up and serving others in some way. Reassess your values. You can no longer operate in contradiction. On the other hand, you being true to yourself will appear contradictory to what you did yesterday or what the world's plan for you has been. So definitely, you know, as you make these steps, it is going to be a little bit uncomfortable to step into the real you once you've asked yourself, you know, who you are, what do you want, and you start taking those action steps to become that person. You will start looking differently. You will start contradicting yourself. You're going to start contradicting the old version of you. Other people may point that out, but that is absolutely normal. Let them have a problem with it, but that is absolutely expected as you are stepping into your new future. So drop the struggle. No more keeping up appearances. Quit with the emotional immaturity. I know, with the dominant keyword of I know, with Aquarius, leaves no room for ignorance. We know we live in an information age now. There's an answer to everything that you need, but it's up to you to really seek that out and comb through all of the garbage that is surrounding it. And now that you know, you can't take on other people's fears. And so what I mean by that, you know, a lot of times we do enable people. Sometimes we do have a big heart, and we do you know, maybe take on other people's energies, or we kind of take on their fears and really try to sympathize with them. But it's an ongoing process, and it's never anything that they actually clear on their own. So now that you know, you've seen that this is kind of an ongoing cycle. Now that you know, you choose to step out of that and just believe that those people are able to you know, resolve their own issues, that they are fully capable of finding the answer for themselves. So I also have a few tarot cards that I thought of as I was thinking of what I wanted to say in this video. So it's about 3 cards. So I'm just going to right off the bat just go hot and heavy on it. And I'm going to say that the Devil card really kind of spoke to me with this full supermoon in Aquarius. So as we see here, we've got, you know, this Baphomet looking demon here, and we've got 2 people facing that demon who's sitting on a block of some kind, and these 2 people are chained to whatever it's sitting on, whatever the devil is sitting on. So I really, honestly, this is one of my favorite cards. I know that sounds a little crazy, but I think if you're watching this video, you probably don't think it's quite crazy. But in this case, you know, the devil represents our fears. And if you look really closely, you see that the chains that are around the people's necks, they're really loose. They can easily take those chains off at any point in time. Their hands are not bound. They aren't really bound that tightly. So this represents that we can choose at any point in time to let go of the struggle and the excuses of holding on to our fears which hold us back. We have full autonomy. We can, at a snap of a finger, the drop of a hat, or whatever analogy you want to use, you can drop it. and you can create a new future for yourself. The next card that I thought of was the Hierophant. So this is a religious leader, a religious consultant that you'd go to for, advice, spiritual advice. And so now we're seeing a lot of people taking spirituality into their own hands. They are becoming their own Hierophant. This is a time for you to create your own community around what spirituality means to you. Perhaps maybe the old structures just aren't doing it for some people, or that's not to say that existing structures don't may not have a place anymore in the future, but we see people stepping into what truly feels right for them versus a predefined religion or belief system. So I like to say buffet your beliefs. I definitely do that. I take a little bit from here, a little bit from there, what feels good to me, but primarily my concern is it expansive? Is my belief system expansive? Is it holding me back in some way, like what we saw from the devil card? As long as it's expansive. And the last card that we have here is the Magician. So again, show the world the real you. What can you drum up? What can you create for yourself? This, the real you is a magical and powerful person. And as we can see here in the corner, the Magician has everything that she needs. She's got the pentacle, she's got the cups, she's got the sword, she's got the wand, she's got all of the suits to continue forward in her journey. So let that be something to definitely consider this full moon, super full moon in Aquarius. So so I just have a few journaling questions that you can perhaps kind of consider. Is what are you willing to let go of as we enter into this new paradigm shift? How have you, but also how have you been exhibiting these energies of Aquarius already? How have you been progressive? How have you shown independence recently? How have you, shown that you're stepping out of who you used to be? So, like I mentioned before, this is the know better, do better. So I like to say I know. So as we know, we are in Leo season, which is all about willing things to happen. I will make it happen. That's the doing energy. And since this is Aquarius full moon, this is I know energy. So when you know better, you do better. So Aquarius, Leo, you know better, you do better. So this is definitely action steps. This definitely actually kind of continues on with this solar energy that we've got with Gemini, Cancer, and Leo, with the I think, I feel, I will, or intuition, nervous system, and taking action. So this is definitely very action oriented, definitely really setting your intentions on what you truly want for yourself and expanding into that. It's always constant evolution here. So if you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can check out my website that has more information there on how to book me for coaching, courses coming up soon. Definitely always something new to see on my website. So again, I hope that you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.